2 million years ago, the sun went down, and something with teeth started moving. Your ancestor froze. No weapon, no fire, just darkness and the sound of something getting closer. That fear never left. It's still in you right now. You feel it every time the lights go out. A bedroom, a hallway, a parking lot at night. Your heart speeds up. Your eyes strain. Your skin prickles. Nothing is there. You know that. Your body doesn't believe you. So why? Why does an empty room feel dangerous? The answer starts long before bedrooms existed, long before houses, long before fire. Let's go back to the beginning. For most of human history, night was not safe. It was not cozy. It was not quiet. Night was a different world. A world built for predators, not for us. Your eyes are weak in low light. A cat's eyes gather 6 times more light than yours. A leopard can see you clearly in conditions where you can barely see your own hand. This was not a small disadvantage. This was a death sentence waiting to happen. Leopards hunted at night. Hyenas hunted at night. Lions preferred the cover of darkness. Every single one of them could see better than you, move faster than you, and kill you before you even knew they were close. Here is the turning point. Humans were not the apex predator of the night. We were prey. Fossil evidence backs this up in a disturbing way. At a site called Swartkrans in South Africa, researchers found early human skulls with 2 small puncture holes in them, perfectly spaced, the exact width of a leopard's lower canines. These individuals were killed and eaten, dragged into trees. This wasn't rare. This was routine. Think about what nighttime hunting actually looked like. No screaming chase, no warning. A leopard's preferred method is silence. It climbs. It waits. It drops. The first sign of an attack is often the last sign of anything at all. Compare that to daytime danger. A lion stalking across open grass. Visible, trackable, something you can run from, fight, or at least see coming. Darkness removed every one of those options. It didn't just hide the predator. It deleted your ability to react at all. That distinction matters. Fear of a visible threat is manageable. Fear of an invisible one is not. Darkness turned every predator into something worse. An idea. A possibility. A threat that could be anywhere, which meant your brain had to assume it could be everywhere. Now think about what that means for the brain. A brain that survives long enough to reproduce is a brain that learned to fear the dark correctly. The ones who felt nothing, who wandered out at night without hesitation, did not get the chance to pass that calmness on. Only the anxious ones survived. Only the ones who froze, who startled, who stayed near the fire lived long enough to have children. You are descended from the nervous ones, not the brave ones. That single fact rewires how you should see fear. It isn't weakness, it's inheritance. This is where the psychology gets interesting. Researchers studying modern humans have found something strange. In low light, your pupils dilate. Your pulse increases. Your amygdala, the brain's threat detection center, becomes more active, even when nothing is happening. Your brain is running a threat assessment program that has nothing to do with the room you're standing in. It has everything to do with the room your ancestors stood in for 2 million years. There's a reason this shows up earliest in children. Studies on childhood fears consistently find that fear of the dark peaks between ages 2 and 6, almost universally, across every culture studied. No lessons required. No scary movie needed. The fear arrives on its own, fully formed, like a program installing itself on schedule. Fire changed some of this. Once humans controlled fire, roughly 1 million years ago, a circle of safety appeared. Inside that circle, warmth, light, protection. Outside that circle, the old rules still applied. This is also where storytelling and myth were born. Around fire, humans began to fill the darkness with meaning, with monsters, with spirits, with explanations for the things moving just beyond the light. It wasn't superstition for its own sake. It was a coping mechanism, a way to make an unknowable threat feel knowable, a way to feel some control over something that could kill you and never be seen doing it. This same instinct shows up in something darker. Anthropologists studying ancient burial sites have found a pattern. Bodies positioned facing east, toward the sunrise, toward the light, across cultures that never had contact with each other. This wasn't random. If darkness represented danger, the unknown, the predator that takes you without warning, then facing a body toward the light was not decoration. It was defiance. A final attempt to push back against the thing every human feared most, disappearing into the dark permanently, with no explanation and no control. Death and nightfall became the same fear, wearing two different masks. That's the real reason this fear runs so deep. It was never just about predators. It was about losing control over your own continued existence. The dark took hunters in the past. The dark, eventually, takes everyone. Your brain still treats both the same way. That's why a quiet house at 2 a.m. feels different than a quiet house at 2 p.m. Same house. Same silence. Different chemical state in your skull. Light doesn't just help you see. Light tells your nervous system you are still in control. Modern life tried to delete this fear. Street lights, night lights, phone screens. But the program is older than light bulbs, older than candles, older than fire itself. And it shows up in places you wouldn't expect. Studies on hospital patients show people sleeping in dark, unfamiliar rooms report higher anxiety than those with even a small nightlight, regardless of actual safety. The brain doesn't calculate real risk. It calculates visibility. Less light always reads as more danger, no matter what year it is. You can flip a switch. You cannot flip off 2 million years of programming. So the next time you feel that prickle of unease in a dark room, know this. That feeling is not irrational. It is not childish. It is the oldest, most successful survival tool your species ever built. It kept your ancestors alive long enough for you to exist. And somewhere in your skull, it is still keeping watch, waiting for something with teeth that statistically will never come. But it doesn't know that. It never will.